Okay, when I first made this video, I had come to the conclusion that you needed to be stacking haste, but after I did some more testing, I've decided you need to build up your crit really high. So I'm going to go over this again. I'm going to take down my old video and put this video up. Alright, so for your first row of talents, what you want to take is Final Verdict. And there's really no other logical choice here. Final Verdict is your best choice for DPS. After that, you want to go with Fires of Justice. Not only does it give you a fast Crusader strike, it also gives you a chance to reduce the cost of your next Holy Power ability by 1, which is pretty good. Zeal, if you're looking to cleave, but I've tried it in dungeons, and it's not really that effective. You might as well just go ahead and stick with Fires of Justice. For AoE, like if you really have to just do AoE a bunch of trash, you might want to do Greater Judgment and Divine Hammer. But anyway, main choice here is Fires of Justice. On the next row, some people say take Blinding Light. I don't like it because 9 holy damage will break the disorient effect, so it's not really that good of a CC. Fist of Justice is your best choice for PvP and PVE, in my opinion. If you want good solid CC, like for running dungeons, stuff like that, Repentance is the way to go. But if you're just like tearing through a heroic or a mythic plus, you got to do it fast. Fist of Justice is your choice here. I ran Halls of Valor teaming, and I took Repentance because we needed CC. Nobody in the group could CC, so I used Repentance. It worked pretty well. But anyway, alright, the next choice, this is the change that was made in 7.1, and it had me scratching my head for a long time. Before, it was, your choice was Blade of Wrath, and you just get your haste as high as you could possibly get it. The more haste, the better, and your DPS increased. But now what you want is about 22% haste. This is what I'm at right now. My haste is at 22%. My crit is at 31, but with oh wait a minute, hold on. My crit is actually higher than that. I got the wrong trinket in. We put the PvP trinket in. And my crit's at 33 with the crit food 34. And what you want to do is take Birchie's Blade. What that does is Blade of Justice critical strikes now deal 3 times normal damage. So this thing's gonna hit for like 400 or 500k. That's with my gear level at 857. And you'll do a ton of DPS. I'm doing like about 300k now, which is more than I was doing before. So I'm pretty happy with it. But you gotta have that. You gotta have enough haste though to make your rotation, still fluid. So you still want at least 22% haste, and then just get as much crit as possible. Okay, your next choice. Once you get Echo of the High Lord, which I'll review on another video on artifact traits, you're going to go with Eye for an Eye. Just Cause of Vengeance, you would only use that for like questing or solo content because of the heal it provides. But basically, Eye for an Eye is your best choice here. Alright, and the next choice, a lot of people like Divine Intervention because it's a no-brainer. if you make a mistake and you would have otherwise died, uh, your shield pops and it heals you for 20%. It's a free heal. It also reduces the cooldown by 50%, so you have a 2.5 minute cooldown on your shield. But I can pop my shield myself. I prefer Cavalier because I like the mobility. I like being able to get around fast, and I do have the legendary boots, but in PvP the equip doesn't work, so you need Cavalier in PvP. When I start raiding again, I might swap to Divine Intervention. We'll see. Alright. For raiding, you want Crusade here. That's your best choice. If you're just starting out, what you want to go with before you get Echo of the High Lord is Divine Purpose and Justicar's Vengeance. But once you get Echo of the High Lord, you're going to go with Eye for an Eye and Crusade. For PvP, you're going to swap this to Holy Wrath, because Holy Wrath is a lot better in PvP than Crusade. Crusade it's hard to get your stacks up in Crusade with Crusade in PvP. So Holy Wrath does a decent amount of damage. If you're like in a 1v1 or 1v2 and you got them both low, this will finish them off right here, Holy Wrath. In PvE content, it is really good too, and it does way more damage in PvE, but it's kind of dangerous to use because you have to be low health to use it. But anyway, all right, now let's move on to Honor Talents. Good change in 7.1 is you no longer lose your Honor Talents when you prestige, so you just keep on trucking and you have all your Honor Talents once you get them. So I'm just going to go straight through them here. First row across, my choice is the Adaptation. Basically what this is a 1 minute automatic trinket. And I like it because it's automatic and it's only a 1 minute cooldown. If you want more control over your trinket, you could pick Gladiator's Medallion, but it has a 2 minute cooldown. Relentless, maybe in Arena, if you think you're going to be constantly CC'd, you can go with Arena. Go with Relentless here. But Adaptation, I think, is the best choice here. On the next row, I go with Reinforced Armor. Health increased by 10%. It's not very often in like battlegrounds and stuff your health's going to be above 80%, so the hardiness is not a very good talent in my opinion. And sparring, I can see that being useful maybe in a arena where you're fighting 2 melee opponents, but otherwise Reinforced Armor is your best choice. Okay, and the next choice here, I choose all 3 of these talents are really pretty good. But I choose Unbound Freedom because I like the mobility. I like to be able to move fast, and this is good for carrying the flag. You couple this with Cavalier, 2 charges of Cavalier, and Unbound Freedom, the 30% speed boost with Blessing of Freedom. It's pretty nice. Law and Order, what that's going to do is it's going to place a Hand of Hindrance on your opponent with your Blade of Justice, which is nice. It'll keep people from running away from you when you get on them. Keep you from trucking away, just kiting you. And when your Hand of Hindrance is dispelled or otherwise removed early, the cooldown is reduced by 15 seconds, which is pretty cool too. Okay, Jurisdiction is good. This is also a good talent. If you're trying to chase somebody down, this is going to make your stun increase the range by 10 yards. It'll give you a 20-yard range on your Hammer of Justice. So it's also a good talent. But I go with Unbound Freedom. That's my choice. Okay, the next row, you're only really clear choice here is Luminescence. The other two are pretty trash. Luminescence. Whenever you're healed by any source, all nearby allies within 20 yards are also healed for 30% of the amount. Nah, that's a good talent. On the next row, Bendisar is pretty good. Serving Blessing is not bad, but Blessing of Sanctuary is definitely the way to go here. This is a strong talent for us. It instantly removes all stun, silence, fear, and horror effects from the friendly target and reduces the duration of future such effects by 60% for 5 seconds. So you want to go with Blessing of Sanctuary. For the final row, you either want to go with Divine Punisher or Lawbringer. I usually go with Divine Punisher because I like to build my holy power faster. This uses judgment on the same enemy you judge last, generates 2 holy power, so you get more finishing moves in, more Templar's Verdicts, bigger hits. Lawbringer increases the duration of judgment effect by 16 seconds, so you don't have to judge all the time. You judge them once, and then you just worry about finishing them off. And then anytime you cast judgment after that, it'll decrease their health by 4%. Oh no, it says 5% now. But 5% on any enemies that have the judgment effect on them. Hammer Reckoning's trash. It's a really disappointing level. Final Honor Talent. Don't take it. It's horrible. Alright, and that concludes my review of PvE and PvP talents. If you have any questions, leave them below. I'm going to make an artifact trait video now. Thank you.